Chorps, are you familiar with Sonic the Hedgehog?
I mean, we're not like best friends, but like I know of him.
All right, well then you're probably a sage head. And by that, I mean a fan of the Sonic Amateur Game Expo.
Oh, yeah, I love it. What is that?
Don't worry, I had to look it up too.
Okay.
So, this is one of Sonic's friends, Crash the Bandicoot.
Okay, I mean, I like him. He's got a lot of personality and a lot of expression.
You might be familiar with those other Crash games.
Right.
Like the ones made by Naughty Dog, by like actual teams and stuff.
Right, Crash the Titans.
Yeah, Crash of the Titans, exactly. This is made by just a couple of people. This is, sort of their take on the 2D Crash. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, for, you know, in the PlayStation 1 games, Crash's personality was mostly through, like, him going, whoa, and sort of the wacky adventures he was given. But, like, I think this particular sort of, like, drawn 2D style gives him a lot more expressive, you know, kind of, like, features, and, you know, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's got, like, almost like a more detailed Newgrounds Flash look to it, and I'm just really into it. He looks like he's having a good time.
Yeah, and I just noticed the horrifying face that they put in the corner, which I'm not as much of a fan of, but I respect it.
But yeah, this is a little fan-made game. It's pretty simple. It's just sort of like, hey, what if Crash was a 2D game all the time? Sort of like those Game Boy Advance versions of Crash, where it's a 2D game all the time.
Right, but presumably they would make this better than those games.
Yeah. So you can spin, you can do your duck and your dive and a slide, and the slide's pretty cool because you can jump out of it too.
You can do your dip and your dive again.
Right. You can duck, dodge, dip, dive, and dodge.
It's cool that they give you just the body slam at the front when I feel like that was always like a power up. Oh look, it's Aku Aku.
So there's like the more powerful body slam, which was
okay,
like
right.
the power up later.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah. And we've got our friend Aku Aku, and we can duck to do like a higher jump. And one thing that's interesting is that duck is a button and not just like down on the controller.
Oh, weird.
I guess I get it because like you do a lot of like diving and stuff, and they
Right.
probably don't want that to get all mixed up.
Sure, I get it. I appreciate the idea that like there are stacks of boxes in the air and they'll fall.
Mm-hmm.
Like it makes it, you know, oh, that's a really good animation. But like it's nice that it's not the Crash Bandicoot sort of thing like, oh, you did the wrong order of operations, now you better restart the level. It's not quite so cruel.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. So this was released last year for the Sonic Amateur Game Expo, and they're actually releasing another demo this year when the Sonic Amateur Game Expo, apparently it happens again.
Okay.
So look out for that. And look out for that raccoon. He's just like, I'm gonna swing my arms in the air, and if you get in the way, it's your fault.
So I noticed it's got the crystals and it's got the gems?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is Cavern Newts, which, you know, not a traditional Crash level name, but I'll allow it.
Look, I mean, look, they can only ape so much. Otherwise, Naughty Dog will fire them.
So a little thing, when you hold down the start button and you enter a level, it actually allows you to use all these super moves, like Crash's
whoa.
super spin and his super slide and his double jump. It's pretty
wow.
neat. Except I was using a wireless controller to play this, and when you hold the start button down for too long, it turns off.
Oh.
So,
Oops.
so yeah, we've got that double slide, and I'm not quite sure how it works, but from
I'll allow
videos I watched, yeah, well, I was watching some videos after recording, and it seems like doing the double slide lets you just slide through a bunch of boxes if they're in a row.
Okay. Okay.
I'm being kind of cautious here because usually when I get to this point, I have 3 Aku Akus and I'm invincible, and
Right.
I'm a little bit afraid now.
Sure, I get it. And plus, it seems like you're a little speedy on these ice physics.
Yeah, I'm slipping, I'm sliding, I'm ducking, I'm diving.
I was about to say, you're dealing with a real, like, Sisyphean feat there getting up the incline.
Yeah. I always like the penguins in Crash Bandicoot are just like, hey, that looks like fun, I'll spin too.
Yeah, and also, like, they pose no threat to Crash Bandicoot.
Except I did take damage from one of them, so...
I assume that that's your fault. Like, you're running into its beak, not like it's actively attacking you.
Well, it is spinning, and it's like... And, like, you can't get mad at that, because then it's just like, I learned it from watching you, Crash.
Right. From watching the hit, Oscar-winning movie, Crash.
Right. Or from reading the hit Oscar-winning book, Snow Crash.
But yeah, this seems like a good, competent fan game.
Yeah, I mean, heck, I'd go beyond confident. Like, I actually had a lot of fun playing this, like, especially lately I've been, after, playing through a lot of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, I've been like, man, I just really want to play more platformers, and this really scratched an itch for me, even though it's only 3 levels long.
After a hard day of Donkey Konging.
And it just makes me wonder, what would happen if Donkey Kong and Crash got together for, like, a party or something?
Or like a buddy cop movie.
I think it would go a little something like this. Wow.
Wow. You really know how to execute on your joke premises.
I think I painted a word picture there.
Right. A picture's worth 1,000 words, but that one word worth 1,000 pictures.
Wow. That's like 1,000,000 words.
It's really recursive like that. Oh, this is like that infamous bridge scene that all the YouTubers use to talk about how the physics are changed.
Right, the bridge scene where it's like one continuous shot and Crash fights like 50 guys.
Right, and his son cries.
Or am I getting Crash Bandicoot confused with Old Boy again?
Yeah, there's that part where Crash Bandicoot fights the guy in the hallway. It's a masterpiece of cinema.
A Crashterpiece. Oh,
Okay. Oh. Didn't see that.
I guess I accidentally left that in. It's a classic chirps away move.
Hey.
So you carry a lot of momentum when you do your slide, your double slide. Your
Yeah,
single slide actually gives you a lot of upward momentum, so it's kind of interesting.
keep digging that hole for yourself,
shit.
buddy.
Fuck!
Oh no, I killed that enemy too good. I better go back. It's interesting that these enemies would be in 3D.
Yeah, they're like sort of pre-rendered Donkey Kong sprites. I don't like them as much. So that jump's really hard to make and you only get one shot, and so I thought I edited out all my failures, but I guess you're seeing a little bit of this sausage get made.
I guess if you look at it as only one shot, you did in fact miss your chance to blow. Thankfully, the opportunity comes more than once in a lifetime.
Right.
In which Crash realizes that this is in fact his beautiful house and his beautiful wife.
I'm also just realizing that there's like a bit of lighting whenever you go under these lights, which I'm pretty impressed by.
Neat little effect.
It's not that impressive, honestly. It's just like, oh, that's cute.
Oh, are you gonna have to reset here too? Oh, okay.
Hey. Why don't you go eat your peanuts in the peanut gallery?
I will, thank you. My peanuts, which have been flavored with Wumpa fruit.
Oh.
Well, they're like kind of like those circus peanut candies, but they're flavored like Wumpa fruit. Have you ever actually eaten a circus peanut? I don't believe that anyone's actually eaten one, and that the one bag that you see at every circus is just the same bag.
This is an interesting theory. So do you think that Circus Peanuts are packing peanuts secretly, or?
No, I feel like there was just like one batch of this like fake candy made. And that they've just been like trying to sell it off ever since. Like it was like a mistake.
Mm-hmm. They're like, well, why don't I just eat like normal peanuts while I'm here at the circus? Like, no, that's not how this works. You don't understand. What is it about Circus Peanuts that makes it, like, is it the fact that they're like gooey? Like, what is it?
I don't know. I guess it's just because they're shaped like peanuts, therefore the circus.
Okay, do you think that they're like a clown accident?
Oh, maybe. And again, they're just trying to resell it, kind of like they do sometimes with like, you know, kind of bugged candy. They refer to it as bugged candy. But you know what I mean, like, you know, they do like the...
Right, like belly flops or whatever.
Right. Oh! Speaking of belly flops. But it's like, like when they do the oops, all malformed M&Ms kind of, like, products, things at, like, at a cheaper price.
When you buy M&Ms and it's like, oops, all berries. It was like, I didn't want any berries. This is the opposite number of berries that I wanted.
Exactly. It's kind of like that.
And the Crash Bandicoot level, oops, all Wumpa Fruit.
Right.
What do you think Wumpa Fruit tastes like? Peaches?
You know, I saw a picture of peaches the other day, and someone I was talking to said that they were Wumpa Fruit, so yes.
I could eat a Wumpa Fruit for hours.
Oh, well, end of the video. I'm leaving. I mean, I'd also believe that they're, like, apple-esque. Maybe, like, the taste of peaches, but the consistency of apples. You know, the sort of thing that really makes you go, whoa.
It's like Apple brand peaches.
Right. It's kind of like the grapple, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that.
More like the crapple.
Damn. I can't believe you would say that about my favorite sin against nature and humanity. I've never had a grapple.
You love grappling hooks, though, and you assume it's sort of like the same great taste.
Right. Are you gonna hit that TNT? Wait. Jay. Jay. Wait, Jay. Jay. No! Have you ever had a grapple?
No.
Or any sort of, like, the artificial apple things?
Actually, I think I've had a grapple before, but it's been a long time.
Okay.
I don't eat fruit anymore. I'm an adult.
Right, now I just eat meat and pizza.
So, some of these boxes do 5 Wumpa Fruit, they do 10 Wumpa Fruit 2 at a time, and then some do 1 at a time, 10 Wumpa Fruit, so it's kind of confusing.
That is a little weird. Maybe that'll be something done in the patch notes for the next Sage.
It does look like that it's gonna be something. Also, like, leaving that stage, I did realize that I missed one of the boxes, and I'm just sort of like
panicking.
I'm a bit in shock, just sort of like hoping like, hey, maybe they put an extra box. I don't know how Crash Bandicoot works.
He's just like sweating like a hog. Like a wild hog, like Crash Bandicoot is with his motorcycle.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe there's never been a Crash Bandicoot movie and that he's never been played by Tim Allen.
Is that what you want? Is that what you want out of that?
I mean, it's only logical.
I guess you're right. You know, with all the
Who would you want for a Crash Bandicoot movie?
I don't know. So I'm like thinking of like the PlayStation 2 mascots that are supposedly getting movies, and the one that did. I'm trying to think of like who would play because like, does Crash Bandicoot speak in the Crash Bandicoot movie, or is he still just like whoa, wow?
He speaks in the Skylanders TV show.
Okay, so
he's got like an Australian accent.
Okay.
Fucked up, but there's this death path, and by death path, I guess I mean no death path. I don't know.
Oh, kind of like the secrets for the colored gems.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we have to be extra careful around here.
I want Patrick Warburton to play Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, that's a good choice. It's like, whoa, Raymond,
Yeah.
my brother. That's not Patrick Warburton.
Nope.
That's somebody else.
No, you're thinking of Patrick Warburton played the Tick in the original live-action TV series, The Tick, not the new one on Amazon.
Oh,
Oh no!
well,
Oh, but you
I
showed
can't
off the
redeem myself.
the ghost, which is pretty good. I liked that
Right.
ghost.
So, nothing left to do.